Hi everybody, I'm Hub Arkush for Pro Football Weekly, here with our preview of the Monday night game, Week 14 of the NFL season. Now, this is the second time this year the Houston Texans are involved in the most anticipated game of the season. Remember, it was Week 9. The Bears were 7-1, the Texans were 7-1. Houston went on the road, got a win, and the game did not disappoint. This time they go to New England, and a lot of people think this is a preview of the AFC title game. Kevin Fishbane covers the Patriots. Arthur Arkush, both of our associate editors. Arthur covers the Houston Texans. Kevin, are the Patriots ready? This is a step up in class over what they've been dealing with in the AFC East.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think what's going to be key is in the trenches. Houston Texans, that defensive line, J.J. Watt, and what they can bring you, Connor Barwin, Whitney Merciless. That's going to be a big problem. Miami Dolphins had a lot of success getting after Tom Brady last Sunday, the Patriots offensive line issue. So this is a big step up in class, and that's just the defensive side of the ball. We haven't gotten to the point where the Patriots defense is going to have to slow down that balanced Houston attack.
Well, and on the flip side of that, Arthur, Connor Barwin, a little bit of a disappointment this year. Brooks Reed is out. You've got cornerbacks down with Jonathan Joseph. Brady James is down. Are the Texans healthy enough on defense to deal with that New England juggernaut?
It's a great question. They actually had arguably their best defensive performance of the season last week. No one was expecting it because of these injuries, but they forced 6 turnovers against the Titans. Looked very good, got back to what they hadn't been doing the previous few weeks. But as we mentioned, this is a step up in class. Tom Brady and that spread offense is going to be major trouble. It might fly a little bit under the radar, but the injury to Bryce McCain, who went on injured reserve this week, is going to be huge. He's the guy who would normally line up in the slot against Wes Welker. As it stands now, it looks like the Texans could have 2 second-year players, Rock Carmichael and Brandon Harris, out there at corner with very little experience against Tom Brady, who can obviously take advantage of those situations.
Kevin, we'll go other sides in this matchup in just a moment, but one more question on this side of the ball. J.J. Watt is just a manimal. There's no other way to look at it. And the Patriots have been banged up on the offensive line. How do you expect them to deal with Watt?
Well, they're going to definitely try to double team him, use those extra tight ends they have. Maybe we'll see more Daniel Fells out there, Visanthe Shenko. Find a way to help out on that offensive line. You mentioned the injuries. Sebastian Vollmer was not at 100% against Cameron Wake. They've been without Logan Mankins this season for a stretch of time. So they're really going to have to play their best game, because the thing with J.J. Watt, Brady loves to throw that ball quickly. Watts can get those hands up there. He's going to try to knock it down. They need those offensive linemen need to try, not like anyone's really succeeded, to keep J.J. Watt's hands down, even from knocking down those quick passes.
Arthur, as we flip it around, the Houston Texans are 11-1. Obviously, the offense isn't that bad. But it hasn't been the Texans' offense that we expected coming into the season, certainly not the last 4, 5, 6 weeks. What's going on offensively? They don't seem to find the balance between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think they've counted on Matt Schaub a lot more than they would hope to over the past month or so. I think there's a combination of factors. The offensive line hasn't quite been what it was last season with a couple replacements. The run blocking hasn't quite been there. Of course, Aaron Foster's still having a lot of success. And then, of course, as we mentioned, the defense hadn't been playing as well. They needed Matt Schaub to bring them back. But Gary Kubiak wants to run the football. He wants to have a nice balance. They're going to try and get back to that. The Patriots are obviously very opportunistic on defense, but the Texans are one of the best offensive in terms of protecting the football. So I think that's going to be kind of strength against strength in this matchup.
Now, Kevin, the thing that has intrigued me the most about the Patriots is I love their blend of youthful athleticism and veteran playmakers on that defense. They've gotten a little bit better each week. Aqib Talib seems to be a key piece, but they still have trouble in the passing game.
Yeah, they still do, and Talib himself had some major breakdowns against Brian Hartline last week. There were some communication issues. He's still trying to get used to playing back there with the safeties, Devin McCourty and Steve Gregory. But you're right, you look up front, Vince Wilfork's having a phenomenal season. Dante Hightower's been really great up front for them. Brandon Spikes, those guys can really lay the lumber, and I haven't even mentioned Jerron Mayo. When those 3 guys are going to be all over trying to stop Arian Foster, Ben Tate, and that Texas run game, I'm excited to see kind of those 2 fronts go after each other on this Monday night.
All right, guys, it's the game of the year, at least till next week when the 49ers go to New England. But for this one, it's prediction time. Arthur, we'll go to you first.
I don't like this matchup for the Texans at all. I think they did prove going to Chicago that they can play under the bright lights. That's not my big concern. As I mentioned, I just think there's too many weapons for an understaffed Texans secondary to account for. I think Tom Brady finds a way to put the ball where it needs to be, and the Patriots should be able to win this one fairly easily.
Kevin?
Well, the Patriots weren't as excited about winning their 4th straight AFC East title last week, beating the Dolphins, as you'd think they would be, because they didn't play a great game. That, combined with the fact that Tom Brady's so good on prime time, this is a huge matchup. You give Belichick an extra day to prepare. I agree with Arthur. I think the Patriots are going to win this one. This just reeks of a game that Brady puts on a show.
All right, now I agree with both you guys. I'm a little concerned about that word easily, though. The Texans are a pretty good football team. What bothers me also, though, Texans are the #1 seed in the AFC right now. The Patriots are looking in. They're the #3 seed. If it stopped today, they'd love to have that bye too. A lot more incentive on the New England sideline, a team that's been there before. All three of us think the Patriots get the job done here. That'll do it for our preview of the Monday night game of the week. For all the best in game analysis, news, notes, and rumors before they even happen, let's be sure you stay right here at ProFootballWeekly.com.